Hey, how's it going today, guys? Hope you all are having a awesome day, awesome time, being safe, keeping your hands clean. You know what I mean? This whole virus thing has just gotten crazy out of hand. So I just wanted to make a update video for this this Robinhood portfolio, and just kind of give my views on what I'm doing with my money and my investments, and what I'm going to be doing going forward. So, as a lot of you know, the stock market just got completely decimated back in March. And to put that into context, take a look at largest daily percentage losses over the course of the entire stock market. Okay, March 16th, 2020 takes the rank of number two worst percentage loss in a day. Number two worst in history. That's just how bad things got back in March. It got so bad. And I'm telling you, back around this time, I was throwing so much money at the market. It was almost like I was kind of like the government trying to just keep giving money out to businesses to keep them afloat and all that. Just keep throwing money out in the economy to keep the economy afloat. That's basically how I felt about my portfolio. I just kept throwing money at my portfolios to keep them afloat, basically, and buying more and more investments as much as I could. So yeah, the number two rank, that's no joke. I mean, look, number one rank goes all the way back to 1987. Number three goes all the way back to 1929. So, I mean, we talking like Black Monday, Great Depression. We talking about we was in the midst of that type of market in 2020, in March of 2020. That's how crazy things were. It got bad, and of course it was it was a bit reasonable why it got that bad, because we've never actually been in a global shutdown to this massive amount that we have been in over the past month or two. And so arguably, I mean, you can understand how we're ranking up there, right? And the thing is, at the time of this recording, we're still in this shutdown. And there's actually been even further shutdowns going on, right? So it's just getting worse. And then we even got the number five rank. So within 1 year, we take the number five and the number two rank. Only 1929 has two rankings in the top five. So it's like, man, this is crazy. This is really crazy. And then here comes April, and things start to bounce back. Towards the end of March, going into April, the market's been bouncing back. So much to the point to where we've had the largest percentage gain, the fourth largest percentage gain in the history of the stock market. Hold on. Hold on. We take number second in the largest percentage loss in on the 16th of March, and then on the 24th of March we take the fourth rank of the highest percentage gain in the market. Now that right there leaves me scratching my head like, hold on. How do you go from being extremely negative to extremely positive? Now you could argue, okay, markets came down a little too much too fast, you gotta have your bounce back. But take a look at this. Now, I can see the reflection of how the overall market's been moving just on how my portfolio's been, because my portfolio's basically been kind of fluctuating the same way. I own enough stocks to where it kind of has a diversification of where it kind of moves with the market, kind of, sort of, in the same sense. So, so for the week, right, up 7%. For the month, up 28%. Now that came from being down 10%. So yeah, that's pretty huge to go from being negative 10% in a month to being now positive 28%. And for 3 months, up 8%. That was from a low of negative 24%. So that's some serious bounce back. I mean, serious bounce back. down 3% at at the low to being up 34% for the past year. All time, it was down. I was just positive 6%. Now it's positive 39%. But at the peak before all this virus stuff hit, I was up 55%. So, I mean, hey, that is some serious bounce back. To be from the peak of being up to 55% to being currently sitting at 39%, and we're still in this global pandemic. We're still trying to deal with this. We're still trying to bend the curve and come up with a whole vaccine and all this tests and stuff like that. We're still trying to develop these things. Now, if the market was bouncing back the way it is now, and it was because we reopened businesses, people were going out, companies are reporting that their sales have been record breaking because they're getting more visitors, and things is just like bounce back like super super strong. Like it was like March, everything got super negative and super just unpositive, right? But then we reopen the economy, everything gets back good. The virus, the cases don't like spike back up because we reopen and stuff like that. We actually have like tests that you can do from home, so now you don't even have to go to the doctors anymore. Like in the tests are simple tests that within 5 minutes you know if you got it, if you don't. If we had like all these positive things going on, right, I would understand this. But the thing is, we don't. We don't have all these positive things going on. We're still shut down here in the U.S. And in many other countries. So that just leaves me thinking, like, why is the market bouncing back so much? I don't trust this. And then, my biggest investment is Tesla, right? I'm at work. I'm checking my phone periodically while I'm at work and stuff like that from when I get the chance. And I look and I see what Tesla's up 13% today, and an extra 3% after hours. And I'm looking around, I'm trying to find news on like why it's up and stuff like that. And I mean, there was little things here and there and stuff like that that, articles was saying, but nothing really was like a definite answer on why it was up. Like I couldn't find anything that was like made a whole lot of sense where I was like, oh yeah, okay. Like it could have been like Elon was like, yeah, we just pushed an update. Everybody's cars can drive themselves and stuff now. It's like, then I'd be like, oh, yeah, no wonder why the stock's up so much. But I didn't find anything like that. And we're still in the midst of this global pandemic, and Tesla's factories are actually shut down right now. They're not producing vehicles and making vehicles and stuff like that. And if they are, they're doing it in a very slow rate. There in some, there might be some facilities that might still be able to be running, but their biggest facilities where they produce the majority of their vehicles and stuff like that. Yes, they still have China running and stuff like that because thankfully China's back up and running, and so now they have their factory in China going, but that factory doesn't produce vehicles nowhere near like Fremont or anything like that, and that's still shut down. And so I'm thinking like, why would Tesla stock be going up so much when we're still in the midst of the shutdown? I could understand if they was able to reopen their factories and they're producing vehicles like crazy, this, that, and the other. I mean, they did say a few days ago or like a few weeks ago or whatever, they did announce their Q1 results, which they had over 100,000 vehicles produced, and then a little over 88,000 vehicles delivered. So, which is a record for the Q1. But at the same time, I'm like, things just aren't adding up. And I mean, what about profitability for Q2 because of this shutdown? How long does this shutdown last? When we reopen businesses and people are allowed to really go out again and stuff like that, like they used to? Like, are people actually going out, or are they still too afraid to go out? And it's just a lot of uncertainty for me personally, and I'm not trusting this market coming back. So what I've been doing is I've just actually taken a pause. I've actually hit the pause button on buying stocks. There are some stocks that I'm still looking at, but like for example, I still like Disney at 103. I still like Facebook at 176. I still like 3M at 147. I mean, CCL, you can kind of, it's here or there, you know what I mean? But the other stocks, yeah, I'm still liking these stocks at these prices and stuff like that I currently own. Uber at 28, but the crazy thing about Uber is, uh, if you go back in March, Uber was trading for $14 and some change a share. What? I I, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't believe that Uber was trading that low. Now it's back up to 28, and I'm still sitting there like, I don't know. Maybe it shouldn't have bounced back that fast. I mean, I couldn't believe it was at 14, but at the same time, for it to be, it didn't over doubled like at a snap of a finger. I'm like, hmm. Yeah, that happened a little fast. Like, I mean, within less than a month. So, yeah, I mean, it's nice to see the portfolio gaining, especially when I was just getting used to just like waking up every morning to like a dumpster fire in my account. But yeah, I don't trust it until the government and everything gets until this shutdown is over with and businesses are reopening, people are going out and stuff like that. The market's going up in the way that they're going up. I don't trust them, and I'm just gonna save my money for right now and stop buying stocks. But on the flip side, I'm not selling anything either. So if the market turns around and it starts going down, I'm just gonna be buying more. I'm not looking to sell anything right now. So, yeah, I just wanted to make a quick little update video of this portfolio and just kind of share my thoughts on what it is that I'm doing and I plan to do going forward. So, again, till business is back reopening and everybody's back traveling and stuff like that again, if the market keeps going up, I'm not buying. When the market starts going back down, best believe I'll give you guys an update video of stocks that I'm going to be buying or stocks that I am buying or whatever. Because there's a lot of stocks on that I currently own that I would love to buy more of. I mean, Tesla being one of them, but Tesla would have to come down to the $300 range for me to add to that. Um, Facebook, I'd buy more. AMD, my goodness, this stock has just been just such an outperformer over the course of this whole pandemic. It's crazy. Yeah, more Visa, Verizon, AT&T. I'd even pick up some more AT&T. I mean, it's stocks that I buy more of. But again, if I decide to turn the faucet back on and start buying more, I'll make an update video on stocks that I'm buying. So, with that said, that's all I got to say. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your hands clean, and all that good stuff. See you till next time. Peace.